We've already done the big reveal. Chad Saaiman, nominated songwriter, performer, and writer. Just an all-round, incredibly talented individual is in studio this morning. And luckily, we are going to get a taste of some of his latest album that is going to be released later this year. But it also gives us a chance to catch up with the man, see how he's doing in 2013. Chad, welcome once again, bro.
Good, thanks for having me.
It's been great. We're through the show. We've obviously gotten to know each other, and it's been awesome to see how you have progressed over the last year. And we always joke with each other saying we're getting old, man. We really are getting old. But clearly, the inspiration is still there.
Yeah.
In fact, it seems reborn.
Yeah, definitely.
Where is Chad Saaiman in 2013? You look so happy, dude.
No, I feel happy. You know, I feel good. I'm in a good space in terms of my career. I'm in a good space in terms of my writing as well. And you know, sometimes some of us, it's like a fine wine. You blossom as you get older. You know.
I think that's a Cape Town thing, man.
Is
I think
it?
you're allowed to blossom down here, man. But it was a fantastic year for you last year. How do you approach building a new album when you've had so much success? How much of the old do you take with you, and how much new do you introduce?
Well, I guess, you know, you take the experiences from back then, the good ones and the bad ones, and you try and learn from them. But just in terms of where I am, sound-wise, you know, I spent a lot of time last year just kind of getting back to the middle and understanding where I am in terms of my sound. So there's a few changes because you grow and you mature as a writer as well. So with the new album, you know, it's exciting stuff, you know.
Dude, now, I would imagine, like me being an MC, I get asked to MC just about every mate's wedding, and I love it. It's great being a part of these special days. How many weddings have you performed at, bro?
You know, I've done a few. I haven't, honestly, as a solo act, I try not to do too many weddings unless I know the couple or I know the bride, bride or the groom. It's just such a special day, you know. So I like to have a connection to the people that are getting married because it makes sense when I perform. But when there's no connection with me and the people, it's kind of
it just feels like you're a fly on the wall.
Yeah, so I try and avoid those ones. Yeah.
Now, of course, we know Sherelle de Villiers is getting married later today, man, and that would require a very romantic song.
Yeah.
I mean, what are some of the most romantic pieces you've had to perform at those special days?
You know, I've had to perform, you know, Al Green, Let's Stay Together. I've had to perform. One of the biggest wedding songs that people usually ask for is also there's a song by UNV called So In Love. You know, people, you know, if you love R&B or you love soul, you usually have your song within that genre. And one that you hear all the time is it's Bryan Adams and Barbra Streisand, I think. Yeah.
Dude, I know we're going to get you to perform a little wedding number for us this morning.
I've also been asked to do one of my own songs at a few weddings. It's called That Would Be All, a beautiful song I did with GB Collective. And
maybe if we ask you nicely, if we get one of the pretty girls backstage to ask you nicely to perform, we can maybe get you to that.
It can happen.
Dude, you know, we were talking about dreadlocks yesterday being, we were celebrating Bob Marley's, the celebration of what would have been his 68th birthday. Obviously, we got onto the topic of dreads. You've been growing yours like a wise man.
There's a lot of years in there.
An horrific story we heard. There are actually people stealing dreads, man.
Yeah, I heard about that. You know, people are going out to the club, getting guys, and either spiking drinks and taking them around the corner, cutting their dreadlocks.
That is
and selling it for
lots
of money.
How much do you think you would fetch for yours, bro?
I can get a few G's for this. It's definitely a few thousand rands for this.
And I was
because
contemplating
it's original,
yesterday, man, but I'm gonna.
No, it's not gonna work with your stand.
Hey, what do you mean? What's wrong? I thought you were going to say with my tone, my skin tone.
No, your stand is, you have a very good stand.
I'll make it work for you.
Okay.
So, dude, we're going to see a couple of your new performances today. What can we expect from the latest Chad Saaiman offering?
You know, I got a new single that came out last week. It's called Dragons. This is the first ever live performance I'm doing later on. First performance for me.
Man.
And
it's different. It's so Chad, but it's different.
Yeah, it's different. And I mean, I'm on Espresso, one of my favorite shows, you know, and I get to perform the song for the first time. So I'm happy.
We love those kind of exclusives here on Express. So this is the perfect platform to do it. We really are proud to have you on the show today, man.
Thank you so much.
Dude, I'm going to get myself warmed up. Never mind you. For the audience, you guys better get yourselves warmed up. We're going to see some awesome performances from Chad this morning, including his latest release, Dragon. It's going to be a mad show. Watch out for those zombies out on the road. We'll keep you prepped for a crazy Thursday. Stick around. We'll be back after a quick break.